This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Prime.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Heads Up. What's that? Oh. Wow. That was cool, wasn't it? Now, if you're wondering how all of that just happened, well, that's exactly what we're decoding on today's episode of Heads Up. Visual effects is a fun and exciting industry to work in, and what's more, it's growing and needs fresh new talent. Join us on today's episode of Heads Up as we take you inside the exciting world of visual effects and virtual reality. From movies, TV shows to commercials and our favorite games, visual effects and computer-generated graphics have made it possible for filmmakers and cinematographers to add some of the most unbelievable cinematic effects to our visual content.
Things which are not possible in real life, like jumping from a 10-floor building or fighting with a huge rhinoceros in Jurassic Park, or him breaking down into small cubes in Ravan, or Rana Daggubati fighting with a bull in Bahubali. So all that which is not actually possible in this world, VFX gives us the tool to show that.
The visual effects industry in India has seen tremendous growth since 2011. Today we have more than 300 animation, 40 visual effects and around 85 game development studios across the country that employ more than 15,000 animation professionals. And as the industry continues to grow and evolve, the old techniques of using matte paintings and trick photography are now being replaced by the more modern technologies like digital sculpting, 3D modeling and computer-generated imagery.
VFX in 2011 was growing at around 31% and today it's growing at around 54% CAGR, that's cumulative annual growth rate. And VFX is the fastest growing industry right now when you take the entire the scheme of things of 3D, gaming and everything. Why? Because VFX is not just limited to big screen cinemas, it is also there in advertisements, it's there in your soap operas which are coming on our channels daily, and it's also present in something like a news channel.
Mastering these techniques are visual effect artists who do not only create and add special effects to films but also make computer-generated characters that interact with live-action characters. Extensive use of computer-based technology makes technical education a requisite for aspiring VFX artists. VFX courses today are offered as both degree and diploma and cover a wide range of topics like 3D modeling, computer animation, graphics, color theory and application, image processing, and video technology, among others, along with specialized modules in VFX that help students master industry-specific tools and programs for 3D composting and finishing.
It started off as a vocational program 10 years back. Now people have really started taking up as a professional. The basic problem with VFX or 3D or any of these industries is that the perception is still not there that it's a full-time mainstream job opportunity, a career opportunity. So what happens is students take up this once they have a very well-researched student is a different case, which is a very small percentage. A mass appeal to the student as an industry has not come up yet.
While the film and television production industry remains a top employer for VFX professionals, aspirants can also find opportunities in the field of advertising, game development, software development, and educational programming, among others. Some of the key skills aspiring VFX artists must possess are creativity and an artistic bent of mind, coupled with the technical know-how of 3D animation, visual effects tools and softwares, and filmmaking. With camera person Rakesh Singh and Zubair Rizvi, Richa Sujatia for NDTV. So we are here at the Maya Academy Center in New Delhi, and with me Nand. He is a VFX supervisor with the center. Nand, welcome to the show. Why don't you tell us a bit about what VFX is really and what does it do to visual content?
Yeah, basically VFX is what the thing is the combination of live action and computer CG, computer generated.
Correct.
Short
Graphics,
one,
yeah.
Graphics.
Yeah.
So what I do is like you are something that you have imagination. You have some thoughts in your imagination world, and you think like it's not have in our world. So
Correct.
you have to create that. And you have a movie you're shooting and you want to add those part, like the space part. You can't go and shoot in space.
Correct.
No, so you have to make space
Right.
in the
right.
computer. Then we make in combination.
Right.
Then
So
that is
where does it all
complicated.
begin from?
Whatever movie you in, you need to start with the idea.
Correct.
Yes, you got idea. Then idea comes to the story. The story comes to the storyboard. Then storyboard comes to the productions. Then production, what you do, you shoot, you make CGI things.
Right.
That is the thing. That is the process.
Now
Then
there's something called as pre-visualization and concepting. So what
yeah,
role does a
it's
VFX artist?
Before things come out to the market, that before the product comes to the market,
Correct.
what you have to think is what going to be happen. What we are making is what is the output. So we give a thought about that.
Okay.
That is called pre-visualization.
Okay.
So you have to have a good.
So why is a
pre-visualization.
VFX artist really important in this stage? What is
That's
the role?
very important.
Okay.
It's very important because you don't have pre-visualization. How are you going to make? Say if
Right.
something is going to make, we want this. Then for that, what ingredients you need
Correct.
to put in there, and the things come out. That's why you need to have a good
VFX artist.
visualization
Yes. So once all of this is there in
Yeah.
place, what happens next?
in place. Next, your movie is ready. The thing, you shoot it.
Yes.
Okay, you make it. It's
Yes.
going through the production house.
Okay, let's talk a bit about your role over here. What does the VFX supervisor really do?
The thing is, I have to see only. The thing
Supervise
is,
everything.
yeah, I have to see the thing is going on the.
So you have to pay a lot of attention to the tiny details. Now
Yeah,
there
yeah.
could be a couple of things that
Yeah,
go
couple
wrong
of things
at
that
times.
the shooting comes, and we have to check the shoots are properly done, and then we have to see the props, whatever character, whatever effects gonna add, we check them properly. I try myself and checking after this is possible, then we give it to the artist.
Correct. So what do you think, according to you, are some of the biggest challenges a VFX artist has to face every time you're working on a project?
Time.
Time.
This is the time.
Okay.
The thing, there is no like tough or like lesser tough. It's the time taking. It takes long time. It comes to the tougher part. It comes less time. It comes to the easier part.
Correct.
That
And
is
what
the-
about the top skills needed to be in this industry?
You have to be very patient. You have to be very that in certain time is we call it troubleshooting. You are good troubleshooter, then you are very famous guy. In VFX you have to shoot. You have to
Correct.
get it done, whatever it takes.
Yes.
You have to make it done.
And now a quick wrap on the chat, Nand. If you had to give out a message to aspiring students who want to join a course in VFX or the industry itself, what would you want to say to them?
It's the future is VFX. Come on, it's the future. Whatever you want to plan, you want to do something, it's not happened, then VFX make it happen.
Correct. Right, so future is all about VFX and there's no dearth of opportunities in this field, and that was a great conversation with Nand. Thank you so much for being with us on the show. And now it's time for us to slip into a short break. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back with lots more on the other side.